What I do, fellas. So today I'm gonna tell you how you can go ahead and make her regret losing you. At the end, you'll be sitting maybe next to me laughing with me, but no, you'll sit on your own couch, your own bed, and just be laid back thinking like, dang, I should have did this sooner, or dang, why did I do all that for her when shit, I should have went this way and it would have worked out to get her, to make her regret losing you, have her coming back. And it is so much easier if you just make it easy for yourself. Okay, so take the steps today, take the strategies, make it work for yourself, of course. Every situation is different with every single woman. Every woman is somewhat different, but definitely there's a lot of things in their nature that will cause them to get in their feelings, regret losing you, want you back, feeling lonely, emptiness. Where were you at? Why didn't he text me back? Okay, so I'm gonna do a huge discussion. I have always points, like major keys. I try to point them out for you guys so you can like follow along and get the help, but I don't think I really need to do that. If you want that, well, let's just follow along, okay? Please give this video a big thumbs up. It helps me so much. And check out all the links down below. Check out my website, Book with Your Girl, okay? So discussion, and then I'll kind of tell you like the steps, because it's gonna get you at the end to completely disappear. Now, disappearing is gonna fall into no contact and whatnot, but we'll get into it towards the end, okay? So first things first, huge discussion. Don't cut her off yet, right? We're talking about disappearing later, but don't cut her off, avoid her. Don't cut her off, but we got to take this route of avoiding, because you guys have to stop thinking that if you cut her off right away, or if you just go MIA, completely cold-hearted, it doesn't work like that. Here's the thing. Women either know how you are, okay? And it's going to be three things. They either know how you are, they either expect you to be a certain way, or they already dealt with you and they know how you are. So ultimately, remember what she puts in her head. Remember how she's thinking, expecting. She knows how you react. She knows how you feel. All that is going to end up basically, you know, having her feel her ways about you. So basically, no matter how much you want to act, try to be somebody else, she sees right through you, right? So before even a woman meets you, she already has her thoughts. And off the bat, most times it's not good things. We know this. So I don't have to get into that. But because that's already in a woman's head and we know how it is in the modern day, you guys can't BS and cap about who you are or what you really are. Now, the point is that whoever you end up being, and let's say you're a bum. Now, I'm not calling you guys a bum, but if you're a broke bum, you're a broke bum. So let's say you're a broke bum. If you want to come up to this girl and have her regret losing you, as in you guys talk and you're back in her space, or you have the chance to see her one time and you're trying to figure out how to get her to regret losing you, she is not going to be like, okay, you wear a designer now, you have nice clothing, you pulled up with this nice watch, and listen, watch where I'm going with this nice watch and stuff. You're not going to have me fully fooled. Now, because hypergamy, because women love, and this is why fellas that aren't hip to the game, they don't use all their strategies, but because women love that money, status, all that stuff, when she sees it going on, she does get excited. She does want you. She does want only, and key thing, only parts of it. So ultimately, regardless, and we're gonna get more into how she's really regretting losing you, but regardless of how she regrets losing you, regardless of how she regrets losing you, it doesn't matter, because even when she gets excited, it's going to be for the wrong reasons most times. So, you know, my message is really, when she regrets losing you, when she wants you back, do not take that hoe back. You better tell her, turn around, the block, or she could choose the alley, whichever way she wants to go. You know, I always say the block. I really want to start saying something else. So I guess the alley, a long, deep, dark alley, but it's not dark, you know, she has men, you know, waiting at the end. But before I get off topic, fellas, if you use the strategies back to the hypergamy, knowing what a woman's already thinking, you're supposed to excite her, you're supposed to get her going to want to be a part of you. Now, fellas, I want to go back into the simping and all that, but first of all, there's no way you can have her completely fooled if you don't live up to this. So when we get back to having her a part of your life, don't cut her off so she could see what's actually happening and how much you're improving, but also because you're not moving with your feelings. So trying to just basically disappear or take the route of I need to prove to her I'm this type of guy or I have this going on, it could work in a short period of time. Like I said with the hypergamy, once again, it helps. Those things make her excited, but you also have to keep it going. So like I said, if she does regret losing you for a long time, nice. And this is such a rare percentage, if she does actually regret losing you and sees the full potential and wants to be around you, unfortunately for you as a fella, you still have to keep it going. So because women get excited when they see money, status, and all that, kid, most likely have her regret losing you, have her wanting to be a part of your life. Even though that's the case, if she does really genuinely want you, once again, you have to always put in work. There's no other way around it. There's going to be the next guy that's going to put in more work than you, and he's going to do it longer. That's the main point. Doing this short, half-ass stuff, not only for yourself, obviously don't half-ass for yourself, you're only losing for yourself, but not only for yourself, but trying to do this type of stuff in life and thinking that it's going to work with women, baby boy, and I don't want to be disrespectful, but baby boy, that's how she's feeling. We are in 2022. You guys got to get with the program. A lot of times, y'all get left behind. You know, women are like, well, there's this guy, I could do this, replacement, next guy, exes come back, richer men. But if you fellas can't even be at the game where you're following what other fellas are doing, whether it's with women or just status and everything, if you're not following none of it, you're already left behind. So just think about all the alphas that they still somewhat struggle with these women. Trust me, I don't care what anybody says. No, even for a female, no matter how high value she could be, she still has her own struggles with some men, with a lot of men, with other men, right? So regardless what position, there's work that has to be always put in. So an alpha and you could be an alpha, you could be a sigma, I don't know, who are you? You could be just high value, but whoever you are, it has to be consistent and it has to keep going. So the weak simping, already it's bad enough when your feelings are involved. You can't get a hold of your pussy ass, your soft ass. And I have to say it like that. I gotta watch out, but I can't say certain words on here, you know, YouTube policies. But real talk, it's all about being weak. You're being weak and you're not showing your strength. You're not showing full strength when you have to have some parts of her is still a part of you. So you are now preventing yourself from growth to keep happening. Okay. So fellas, if you have her a part of your life, the first thing is going to be, she's not struggling to find out what's going on with you. So if you're jumping to blocking, if you're jumping to, okay, well, I really want to just completely disappear and think that it's going to work, chances are it's not going to work. And the only way it could, once again, is going to be hypergamy. You got to get your money. You got to get your bread stacked up. You got to get some sort of status clout type of thing. But once again, it has to keep going. So when you disappear, you're disappearing at the end when she kind of, or let's say basically, has no access to you. Now, the whole access to you, it's going to add so much value already on top of the value that you could add to yourself. I'm going to say that part for our next video because, you know, we said we're talking about completely disappearing, right? So access to you is nice. It applies, but it's a whole nother conversation in itself, okay? Completely disappearing. Now we can talk about no contact. Now we can talk about not blocking, but just ignoring. Now, you want to do this when she knows that this is who you are now. As I started in the beginning, I was talking about how a lot of you fellas think, or you know what, truly maybe in your head, you believe you're this type of guy, but the BS is so loud and clear. So once you guys officially, and it's not necessarily, oh, by this time, due date, not really, like just let your transformation show, let it appear. You don't even have to worry about, okay, well, did this make her regret losing me? Did the results come in where she's back? Fellas, it's gonna happen. Just worry about that later on. Seriously, like I'm being so real with you. So when you're so stuck and driven by your own self, not a woman, you'll see those results transform you, change you. And it's just kind of like, it happens. Sometimes you guys are just like, wow, I don't even think about her out of nowhere, right? It's like, oh, Letitia, Disney, let me say, I was going to say Destiny, sorry. But Disney, she could be Disney, whatever, Disney character. Disney, Nicole, whoever you're dealing with, Miranda, Letitia, did I say Letitia, Josie, I don't know, but that woman of yours, that woman that you would like, she's gonna, no matter what, want you. Hypergamy is real, and it's in every single woman, including me. No, but hypergamy is real, and y'all gotta get that, like, it has its pros and its cons, of course, because, you know, in the modern day, it's used so wrong, right? Women, by their nature, you know, hypergamy is real, but it's just like women are abusing, using, leaving men left and right, manipulating men instead of, you know, empowering, or, you know, I have to commend you. Like, look at the work you put in, or, you know what, you deserve all the credit, or, you know, you deserve some sort of love for giving me that type of love from what you could bring to the table. So backtrack though, so we can get close to wrapping up, or we're wrapping up now. We're already like, what, almost done. Okay, but backtrack, fellas. You don't want to do this right away because it just doesn't add up. I say the whole disappearing, getting in your feelings, trying to prove a point, anything that's just like over the top, or sending a clear message. You send a better and a bigger message when you improve and you transform. But in order to get her to regret, let her stay in your life, keep her in your life, let me say, get her to come back and stay. Like, it takes so much consistency. But the thing is that I hope I got clear in this video is that you're not even gonna want that at the end. You're truly not even gonna want that at the end, because it's like, okay, well, if it takes this much to regret losing you, it's unfortunate because this is all that I could do to keep you. And you see, that's kind of the reality of things later on, but it hits you hard because, dang, you could have left her in the alley with Josh and Daniel in the beginning, instead of trying to drag her along with her baggage with those guys too, because, you know, you're in rotation with her. And so instead of doing all that, literally pulling yourself away from your purpose, your dreams, what's next, and most importantly for a lot of you fellas, getting her, that's your ultimate goal. Instead of that, when you save yourself, fellas, by just cutting it short, investing time, and understand everything is energy. So now that we're really about to wrap up, you're sending out energy by messages. You're giving her time of the day. You're consuming way too much time back to her. That's why a lot of you fellas can't even stay on your grind, let alone, you know, just focus on yourself. But it's going to take a whole lot more than, I'm going to do this to make her regret losing me. It's going to take more of like, damn, there's no other way around it, but this is for me. And so, fellas, it really is always going to start with you guys. Try to get her to regret losing you. I understand it's hard out here with women, especially if you do get that Jezebel hurting you and breaking you and, you know, doing crazy, awful things. But you can escape. And there's no such thing as too late. Don't make her worse by staying and telling yourself, well, Sana said there's no such thing as too late. Y'all know that y'all know how this goes. Like, come on, wake up, okay? I don't want to sound like no commercial, but hey, if that's what I got to do to tell you this message, you want to move on, you want to live your life. Getting her to regret losing you, cool, it's nice. Best revenge though is success. Grind, get your money up, get some status if it comes with it. Status is cool. Status is really important though. And I've said this amazing example of, you know, if she's on Instagram or any social, she first sees your status off the bat, and that's kind of already like, woo, blue check, easy, right? But money is really important, just as much, I would say. And also, like, if you do have status and you end up being broke, it doesn't get much more, because when she starts asking for the Cash App amounts and PayPal, you know, they don't got Cash App in Canada. Isn't that ridiculous? Well, I gotta go double check because it's been a while, but seriously. But when she asks, right, y'all can't hand out nothing, right? So she can't collect from you, she disappears. But you see, it's just like, it's a simple concept. It's strategies just to use. And a lot of you fellas just don't do it. Just get started at least, okay? Get started for me, okay? Now that we're at the end, get started for me. Take one step, write down one goal, go get it done. And don't do it for Brittany. I would have named the rest of the girls, but don't do it for her, okay? So please give this video a big thumbs up. Y'all know, I didn't say in the beginning, I don't know, but y'all know part 2s always come up. There's a whole bunch of videos out, but I always try to deliver more. Let me know, and then check out everything, like I said, down below. My website, book with me, and I do have a Patreon with videos that will never be on here, y'all, okay? So y'all see me in my next video. Bye, guys.